Welcome to the daily highlights of the World Aquatics Championships, Fukuoka 2023, supported by Nikon. Day 2 began over at the Mamuchi Beach Park and would see the open water women's field plunge into the seaside resort for the 10-kilometre event. There were, of course, 3 medals on offer, but a major added bonus for those finishing in the podium positions would be a place at the Paris 2024 Olympics. With this in mind, it was an unsurprisingly intense race, with little separating the leading pack for much of the event. Defending champion Sharon van Roosendaal of the Netherlands and reigning Olympic champion Ana Marcela Cunha of Brazil were both heavily in the mix, although it was Australia's Maddie Goff who stroked out ahead in the early stages. Her bid would eventually fade, but that of teammate Chelsea Gubacka only grew in strength, as would the threat posed by rising star Katie Grimes of the USA. In the closing stages, they and the veteran champions all remained in contention, but it was the European gold medalist Leonie Beck who, after a slow start, timed her attack to perfection.
The time is going to be comparable to last year. In fact, it's almost exactly the same time as last year for Leonie Beck.
Confirmation after that photo finish. For third, it was Katie Grimes of the USA who claimed that place at the Paris Olympics and bronze at the World Championships, behind the winner Leonie Beck and silver medalist Chelsea Gubacka. The next medal event of Day 2 would see the first diving honours handed out at Fukuoka 2023, and to those in the mixed 10-metre synchro final. This event began as so many do, with China dominating, Zhang Jikui and Wang Filong leading from round 1 and claiming the first of what's likely to be several Chinese golds at the diving venue. Silver went to Mexico, and the hosts, Japan, took bronze. The main event, though, was the men's 3-metre synchro final, because that carried Olympic qualification places for the top 3 nations who finished with the medals. Again, China were the dominant force in this one, defending champion Wang Zhongyan, this time lining up with his new partner Long Yaiyi, produced the same outcome. Their final dive in round 6, the most impressive of the day, achieving the rare 3-figure mark. Behind them, British pair Jack Law and Anthony Harding produced an impressive display themselves. Despite an injury-hit season, they repeated the silver secured at the 2022 World Championships in Budapest. The USA were well placed to join them on the podium, but it was the French duo Alexis Jardin and Jules Boulier who edged third with a brilliant final dive. As France are the host nation for the next games, though, the Olympic place was passed on to the Americans, Tyler Downs and Greg Duncan, some consolation after narrowly missing out on a medal. The other diving event of the day was the women's 1-metre springboard final. Lin Xiang of China qualified with the highest score and was again peerless in the final. After gold medals in the synchronised events at the last 2 World Championships, she finally claimed her maiden individual global title. Defending champion and countrywoman Li Jiaji this time had to settle for silver, while there was a dramatic finish in the battle for bronze. Canadian Pamela Ware looked to have secured it, only for Aranza Vazquez Montaro of Mexico to produce a brilliant final routine and edge ahead of her by just 0.65 points. Rounding off the action on Day 2 were the women in the artistic swimming solo technical final. New rules have meant new opportunities for many in this sport, but it was the returning champion Yukiko Inui of Japan who claimed the first gold medal for the host nation at Fukuoka 2023. She successfully defended her solo technical title ahead of the European bronze medalist Vasiliki Alexandri of Austria, who won her first global honour. Joining them on the podium was the Spaniard Iris Tio Casas, who secured her first major individual medal after an impressive display.